Simmers, what is up and welcome back to my channel. I'm Pepper and today I'm going to be showing you a romantic lounge. And keeping in the theme of February, which I have a series of love going on, I have a romantic lounge, and so of course this could be for many of the romantic things in your Sims life. They could have a first date here, they could have a third date here, they could meet their special someone here, they could break up with someone here, they could get proposed to or propose to someone here. Well, Sims doesn't really let you get proposed to, but you know, there are mods and stuff. And so I had a lot of fun building this. I didn't really know what I had in mind at first, and I don't really do community lots very often, so this was definitely a treat for me. And I decided to kind of go with this neutral palette, which I guess is my MO at this point, because I just feel really comfortable with neutral colors. But I wanted it to be just a really romantic feel. I wanted it to be really dim inside. But talking about the outside, I also did put the nighttime on, I guess is how you say it, to see how the lighting was at night, because I figure since it's a lounge, your Sims are probably going to come here more at night. And so I did make sure that the lighting was good around the place at night, and that was fun to do. And I always think things that look really pretty lit up at night. And so I wanted to make it 2 floors, but I didn't want to make it like really big for no reason. I did want to make it kind of like this little nook of a place that you go to. And I think it would be really nice for screenshots, but there is a balcony on the top, and I made the top floor kind of like a nestled area, which was really, really fun to build. But this area right here, I'm kind of like putting for the bathrooms. So I put the bathrooms off to the side there. I do 2 bathrooms. I don't make them gender specific. I just make 2 of them so that way, you know, there could be multiple, but I don't want to make so many of them so that it takes up so much space. And so I did make a cute little area in the back there with these, I guess, panels around it. And then I make like a back area where the bar goes, and I put like a garden bush around it. That was really nice, I thought. And when it all comes together, just trust the process because it comes out really good. I mean, I thought this was one of my best builds. And it wasn't really anything crazy. It's just, I feel like this is the kind of build that I would want to see the Sims team put in an actual expansion pack. Like, I feel like this is the kind of build that I would want the Sims team to do as far as like something basic but beautiful. And so I just had a lot of fun with it. But the outside, I tried to do the what are those called, the pillars. I had a hard time with them just because they weren't really looking right, but then I realized that they didn't actually all have to be the same color, so I ended up making sure that they changed colors in different areas so that it kind of blended well with each side of the building but all looked cohesive, and that was fun. So you see I have like the front area, and that's going to be like the outer eating area, and then you have the back area, which is going to be the bar area, and then the whole inside is like karaoke, open mic kind of thing. And so I thought I wanted to make it the kind of place that I would like to be, the kind of place I would like to go, the kind of place that I would like to meet up with friends, the kind of place I like to go on a date, like just, you know, a place that you can do anything. You can host events. And so here I'm working on the landscaping. And I mean, I don't really know what to say more than what's actually on the actual screen, but as you can see, I forward it a little bit though, so you don't really get to see that plushness that I do until a little bit later. but I do make the entrance really nice with a lot of greenery. There's the top floor that, oh, and I'm just doing the wallpaper and the flooring at this point. And I skipped the bathrooms just because there was a lot of footage, so I don't really show what the bathrooms look like. So those sinks get completely replaced by other sinks. And the bathrooms look actually really nice. And it's so funny because the builds that I usually spend a lot of time on the bathrooms, I don't usually show the bathrooms because it's just like, it's too long of a build. And I just feel like bathrooms are like, that's where you pee and poo. So that's about it. But anyway, I did use the platforms that we have for the stage area, and I was really excited to get the platforms. I know a lot of people were, but I just thought of stages immediately because I think a lot of people thought about stages immediately because I don't even know what we were doing before that for stages. I don't even think I attempted to make a stage before. But I do change it up later on. It doesn't stay looking dark like that and blend it into the floor. I do make it so that it does stand out a bit. But I do put that big karaoke machine behind it because I did want it to kind of be a big feature within the build. And then the bar is closed off there because I wanted it to be kind of like a work area, a worker's area, and people to access the bar more on the outside. And so here I'm working on the front, and I just put a few tables out. And I guess if you put like some of the requirements that are needed for dine out for this to be a restaurant, you could definitely use it as a restaurant as well. But I put it as a lounge, so all the requirements that are needed for a lounge is what this place has. So it's definitely ready to go to be set and put to be a lounge. But you can also make it a bar, I believe, and you can add a few things to make it a restaurant if you want to. So, there are options. But I do make this kind of like waiting area on the outside, but not also waiting, also just kind of like a hangout area because I figure if you're going to a lounge, you want a lot of places to lounge. So I put a lot of options. You have those tables outside, and then you also have those kind of wooded seated area that I put on the outside as well. And it's under a deck, so if it's raining outside, you could still hang out outside. And I don't even know how many times I just said the word outside, but hey, you can hang out outside. And so anyway, so I'm working on the first floor here. I do skip around and jump around a lot in this build just because I had different ideas to do and I just kind of wanted to execute it before I forgot about it. So sorry if it looks like I'm kind of jumping all over the place when I was recording this build. But I did put a few of the little detail touches of signs of where to find things, like the restrooms are this way. And I also put like some Simlish signs of, hey, this is this way and this is that way. And what it's supposed to mean is, hey, the bar is this way and whatever's upstairs is upstairs. And so I do put some neat things upstairs so you can see that in a bit. But this is the outdoor bar area. This was really fun to make. I love making anything that's like a garden or that's like just any kind of nook romance where you walk in and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. Let me just take a picture for TikTok. So I put a couch here, and remember this is a lounge, so we're making areas to lounge. So you have the bar area where you could just sit at the bar, and then you also have the couch area where you could just sit at the couch. You have these bar tops where you could just sit at the bar tops, and I think I add another bar top in there and pull them out a little bit and add a little bit of plants and I forget what the other things are called, but clutter items. And I make sure I put some lanterns out there, and I really, really love those lights that we have. I think those ones specifically came with the toddlers pack, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong. I really confuse what we get with each pack. And I have every pack except for the Star Wars because I just refuse. And that's just my right. So I just refuse to get the Star Wars pack. And it's nothing really against Star Wars. I'm not like a hater of Star Wars. I'm just a hater of what the Sims team decided to do with Star Wars. So, but I know it's old news already. But I still refuse to get it just because, I have emotions about it, I guess, and I want to be dramatic. So, anyway, so I did put this vine kind of flower stuff on the wall. I thought that was really nice around there as well. And I put this sign of what's kind of like what I thought the restaurant's name would be. So it doesn't really say anything. It's Simlish. Barrels, that's the word I was thinking about earlier. I put barrels out there with the plants. That was the clutter item that I was talking about. Anyway, so what was I saying before that? I don't even remember. But let's just continue, I guess. I really just don't even remember what I was talking about. The name of the restaurant. I don't know what the name of the restaurant is, but I did put that sign out there. And I was thinking that it could be, whatever the name anybody wants it to be. I said restaurant, but it's a lounge or whatever you choose for it to be. But I put the sign pretty much everywhere. Like I put it in the front. I put it in the front lawn. I put it on the top. I put it on the front wall. I put it upstairs like twice. I put it in the bathrooms, I think. And then I put it in the back. So it's everywhere. So in case you don't know where you're at, you have a reminder everywhere. And I use the platforms in the front as well to kind of get another lounging area where you could kind of just have this romantic couch here, and there's just a bunch of plants around it. I wanted it to just look very romantic, and I figure, one love seat around a whole bunch of plants and lanterns is super romantic. So, I thought it was really fitting. But, and then in the inside, I have a lounge area right where you come in. So, there's those little couches on the corner. And then there's also like a little lounge area that I'm going to make by the bathrooms as well. So there's places to lounge all over the place. But this is kind of the area that's like right by the bathrooms. The one that I put the paintings on. This area is just where the karaoke and the music is, and you can like have somebody play karaoke and somebody else play piano at the same time, somebody else play guitar. So it is really cool because it could really feel like there's like a band up there. But this is the area right by the bathroom, and I just put like the ATM there and the like some paintings, and I do add some chairs there so that people could just hang out there, I guess, if they're like waiting for someone that's in the restroom, or if they just want to hang out there. And those vines that I put down there, I do have as a theme throughout the lounge. And I put them in the bathrooms, and I also put them upstairs. So I just didn't want you to think that it was like super out of place for me to put them there. It does go with other things within there. Oh, and there's the upstairs. And so I do put a bubbler, I think it's called, out there. I don't keep it in that room. I do move it out into the balcony because I decided I wanted the room to be a little more romantic. And then I had the outside be a little bit more like where friends can go and hang out. I mean, if you're on a date and you want to go do the bubble or whatever, do what you want to do. But I'm just saying that I had it in mind that I would want the inside to be more romantic. But also, I really love the way the upstairs is, because the wall, I made part of the wall like fencing, so it looks like it can see outside. So while you're in there, you can actually like sit down wherever you're going to be seated, whether it's on the couch or one of the chairs that I put in there, and you can look out and actually see like a beautiful view. And you'll see in the screenshots like what you're able to see out there. But it ends up being so nice. And so here I incorporate the vines again. And so I just kind of wanted everything to be kind of cohesive. But I do make it just really comfy and really dim and everything. And so I make sure, like, if you could see the lights that I use lanterns, candles, and I don't think I added one of the lights that I put like for the downstairs. Oh, look how pretty it is when it was turned off. Oh, so nice. And I put that fluffy rug out there. And then on the outside in the balcony, I just put those twinkly lights and then a few lanterns. So pretty. I had such a good time building this, guys. I don't know if you guys can tell my enthusiasm. I don't mean to be like a boastful or anything, but I just had a lot of fun with it. And so I hope you guys really enjoy it. But I do put a theme throughout the lounge as well of those panels on the walls. As well as the twinkly lights and those vines. I just kind of wanted to keep it consistent throughout. And so I just put a bunch of them up there and then put the name of the place in the corner. And then I add some menus around all over. I try to keep it looking like drink menus since it's a lounge. I didn't expect that they'd have like many menu items, but I'm not sure. They probably have like little snack items or whatever. But there's our menus all over the place, as well as like those little drink menus on all of the tables. So I thought that that was really fun to use. So I love little clutter items like that when we're able to use like little things just to make things seem a little bit more realistic. But there I go, going crazy with those panels. And so I use them all over the side, and there I add a table. And so the outside is really cute. Oh yeah, I added a woohoo bush on the back because I thought that'd just be appropriate if you're going to be going to a lounge. I don't know what you do at your Sims games, but maybe it'd be appropriate in your Sims game. But yeah, so on the outside, I thought like where you can actually sit on these little benches. I think they came with the new Snowy Escape. But I just put on the wall where I thought maybe they have like awards and things like that to show that they are really good at what they do and have received awards. And then here's the little lounge area. But we are going to be coming into screenshots shortly. So if you do like this build and you do want to play with it, you can download it on the gallery using my name, SIMplyPepper1 or hashtag SIMplyPepper. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And you can click the bell for notifications for every time that I post. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!